In this video you'll learn how to replicate a Samsung interaction in minutes so you can increase your conversions. 4 types of animations combined are going to work together in 4 interactions to create an enhanced user experience meant to improve your online presence regardless of the tools you choose. Then we will understand why Samsung engineers used this interaction, how it can be improved, and what is the core principle they followed so that you can plan your own interactions before start building. We have chosen an interaction that zooms in the web card image while adds a button when the user hovers over the card image. The animations are reversed when the mouse moves outside the image. To replicate an animation, we must first understand it. What is a web animation? It's the controlled transformation over a duration of an element's properties such as opacity, position, size, background color, rotation, and others. Regarding complexity, animations can be simple animations, a single transformation applied to an element triggered by an interaction, or complex animations, 2 or more transformations applied to the same element, either simultaneous or in sequence, triggered by the same interaction. To generate simple and complex animation for our interactions, we are using Interactiz plugin for WordPress, as you can choose from 25 animations you can apply to your page elements and you can preview them in editor before saving the page. Now let's replicate the interaction. First, we are selecting the image and button to assign each an ID for later targeting in our interactions. Mark the button as hidden on load in order to be invisible on page load. Select the block we want as trigger of the interaction and add new interaction to it. Then add mouse enter as trigger event and select the button as target. Insert opacity and move animations. Set total time to 1 second, the animation's duration. Set the opacity to the initial value, which is 100%, and on the move animation set the y-axis to -100 pixels to move the button upwards. Add new interaction. Select mouse leave as trigger event and the button as target. Then add opacity and move animation. Set the total time to the length of the animation. Set opacity to 0 and move to initial value to get the element back to original state. Turn on preview in editor and move cursor over the card to test interaction. Now for the image animation, add new interaction. Select mouse enter as trigger event and the image as target. Then add the scale animation. Set the total time to the length of the animation. Leave the default settings for this animation. Add new interaction. Select mouse leave as trigger event and the image as target. Then add the scale animation. Set it to initial value to get to the original size. Set total time to the length of the animation. Test the interactions to see them working together. In order to improve the animation, go to the interaction that targets the image on mouse enter, open it and add drop shadow animation, making sure to adjust the settings. Then access the image interaction with the mouse leave event and add a drop shadow animation, making sure to set it to initial value. This interaction is inviting users to explore products with a dynamic movement, suggesting call to action in a less aggressive way. This kind of finesse makes all the difference in user experience. But before you start adding interactions, always follow this rule of thumb. All interactions must have a purpose. The interactions you create must work together to meet your goal, whether it's higher conversions, user satisfaction, lower bounce rate, better retention, or reduced support requests. Subscribe now to learn how to create your own meaningful interactions for an unforgettable experience on your website. Understand the principles behind big brand success to create high-class branding. Check Interactiz plugin for free and take advantage of the free animation templates you can easily apply into your pages and then customize to make them your own. Visit interactiz.net now.